They've survived an earthquake and the tsunami it created. Now this is what they face. Men in white suits and masks warning residents living around the Fukushima nuclear plant that it's not a good place to be. 140,000 people have been evacuated. They're guided to emergency centres where they're tested for radiation. The government now admits that some will have been contaminated. This remarkable picture, taken from the safety of space, shows the nuclear plant leaking radiation into the atmosphere. There have now been 3 explosions, the damage to the reactors clearly visible in the satellite picture. A fire is burning in a 4th reactor as engineers continue to fight a full meltdown. The Japanese government has now told people living within 12 miles of the nuclear plant to leave their homes. And there's an additional warning to residents up to 18 miles away to stay indoors. Prime Minister Naoto Kan has called it the worst thing to face Japan since the Second World War. But he's asked people to remain calm as the crisis deepens. At this evacuation centre, however, families who've had to flee homes close to the stricken Fukushima plant are now questioning the ability and the honesty of their government.
Nuclear power is the most frightening thing, even more than a tsunami. The government, the ruling party, the administrators, nobody tells us, the citizens, what is really happening.
A growing lack of faith in the leadership is also being reflected in Japanese television coverage. Not usually known for challenging the government, journalists there have been asking if the experts know what they're doing. The one piece of good news, since the 3 explosions, this was the biggest blast at Reactor 3 yesterday, radiation levels have now fallen and winds have blown most of the contaminated material out over the ocean. Paul Davis, ITV News.